Hello students, welcome to Study Door. In last video, we have done that sum of angles on a straight line is 180 degree. And when two lines intersect each other, then opposite vertical angles are always equal. Now in this video, we will do angles between parallel lines and the transversal lines. Now let's start our topic. Now here I have drawn two parallel lines which is M and N and one transversal line that is L. Here transversal line L cuts the line M at the point P and cuts the line N at the point Q. Now observe both of the points P and Q. We got that four angles at each point. Four angles, which are four angles? One is this first angle, second angle, third angle and fourth angle at point P. Now at point Q, we got first angle, second angle, third and fourth angle. We got four angles at each point. We'll give name of that angles, that is first angle, second angle, third angle and fourth angle. This is our fifth, sixth, seventh and eighth angle. In earlier classes, you have already learned that a transversal line makes some kind of angle, that is alternate angle, corresponding angles, interior angles, supplementary angles, etc. Now we will study that if the lines are parallel, then what is the relation between that angles. Now first, corresponding angles. In this diagram, which are corresponding angles? That angles which are above the line, just like angle 2 and angle 6 are corresponding angles of each other. Angle 1 and 5 are corresponding angles of each other. Other is both are below the line. Angle 4 and angle 8 are corresponding angles. Angle 3 and angle 7 are corresponding angles. Now write it. First our angle is corresponding 1 and 5. We will write here angle 1 and angle 5. Both are corresponding angle, or when lines are parallel, then corresponding angles will be equal. Corresponding angles will be equal. Now our second corresponding angles pair is angle 2 and angle 6. Then angle 2 will be equal to angle 6. Other is angle 4 and angle 8. Both are below the lines. Angle 4 and angle 8. And fourth will be angle 3 and angle 7. These all are our corresponding angles, which are either above the line or below the line on both sides of transversal line. Now our next angles are alternate interior angles. Now in this diagram, which are alternate interior angles, interior angle are those which are between the parallel lines, and opposite angles are those which are opposite to transversal lines. So our interior alternate angles are 4 and 6. Angle 4 and angle 6 both will be equal. Angle are between the lines and opposite to transversal lines. So angle 3 and angle 5. Angle 3 and angle 5 will be alternate interior angles. Now our next angles are alternate exterior angle. We know alternate angles are opposite to the line, opposite to the transversal line. So exterior angles are which are outside the line, So this is our 1 angle and 7 angle. Angle 1 and angle 7 both will be alternate exterior angle. So we will write angle 1 is equal to angle 7 and other is angle 2 and angle 8. Angle 2 will be equal to angle 8. Now interior angles of same sides. Interior angle of same sides. Interior angle are which are interior angle? Angle 3, 4, 5 and 6 are interior angles. And which are the same angles? 3 and 6. Now relation between 3 and 6 will be angle 3 plus angle 6 will be equal to 180 degree. And angle 4 plus angle 5 also will be equal to 180 degree. These angles are also called supplementary angles. So we can say that if a transversal line intersect two parallel lines, then each pair of corresponding angle will be equal. Either they are corresponding angles or they are alternative angles. If they are supplementary angle, then their sum will be equal to 180 degree. Property was that a linear pair of angles is 180 degree, means sum of angles on a line is 180 degree. And second property was opposite vertical angles will be equal. Second property, opposite vertical angles. Other properties we have done, that is alternate angles and corresponding angles and supplementary angles, right? These properties will be applied in exercise 6.3. Our first sum was, now in figure 6.28, find the values of x and y and then show that AB is parallel to CD. Now we know that this line is a straight line. Take a name. L is a straight line. So sum of angles on a straight line will be 180 degree. So x plus 50 will be 180 degree. Let's start. We know that x plus 50 is equal to 180 degree because linear pair of angles. So angle x will be 180 minus 50. 180 minus 50 is equal to 130 degree. Now find that y is equal to 130 degree. 130 degree. Why 130 degree? Because both are equal to opposite vertical angles. We know opposite vertical angles are equal. So we find out angle x and angle y. Now both angles are equal, x and angle y. Angle x is equal to angle y. Both are equal to 130 degree. But these angles are alternate angle. But these angles are alternate angles, or when alternate angles are equal, then these two lines will be parallel. So our line AB and CD. AB line will be parallel to line CD. Now in sum second, in figure, if AB is parallel to CD, AB is parallel to CD and CD is again parallel to EF, and angle Y ratio Z is equal to 3:7. I already told you many times that if the values are in proportion, then we can let it. So we will let angle Y will be equal to 3A and angle Z will be equal to 7A. Now we have given that AB is parallel to CD. AB is parallel to CD and CD is parallel to EF. We will write it. AB is parallel to CD, our first equation, and CD is parallel to EF, our second equation. Now we got from both that AB will be parallel to EF. So these two lines will be also parallel. Now we find that AB is parallel to EF. So X and Z are alternate angles. So both will be equal. X angle is equal to Z. Both will be equal. So we take it equation 3. What is the reason of it? Both are alternate angles. Angle X is equal to angle Z, so both are alternate angles. Now we will look out this figure again, that angle X and angle Y are supplementary angles. So X plus Y will be equal to 180 degree. Our reason is supplementary angles. X plus Y is equal to 180 degree. Now Z plus Y. Now we can write that value of X is equal to Z. So we can write it Z plus Y will be equal to 180 degree from 3. Our reason is from 3. Now value of Z, we know value of Z is equal to 7A and value of Y is equal to 3a. So we will put it, value of z is equal to 7a plus value of y is equal to 3a is equal to 180. 10a is equal to 180 and value of a is equal to 180 by 10, that is equal to 18. So value of a is equal to 18. Now value of our y is equal to 3 into 18 and value of z is equal to 7 into 18 and 7 into 18 is equal to 126. Now we got that angle z is equal to 126 degree and angle y is equal to 54 degree. Now from 3 we know that angle x is equal to z. So value of x will be equal to value of z, that is 126 degree. That is our answer. Now in sum 3, in figure, if AB is parallel to CD and EF is perpendicular to CD and angle GED is equal to 126 degree, find angle AGE, GEF, FGE. First of all, we have given two lines are parallel, AB and CD. What is given? AB is parallel to CD and EF is perpendicular to CD. This is the perpendicular sign. It means the angle F is equal to 90 degree. If angle F is 90 degree, then angle E will be also 90 degree. It is also 90 degree and 90 degree. Both will be 90 degree. And angle GED is equal to 126. GED. This full angle is equal to 126 degree. Find the angle AGE. Which is AGE? AGE. We know AB is parallel to CD and these two angles are alternate angles because GE is the transversal line. So we will write here that AB is parallel to CD and GE is transversal line. So there are two angles which are alternate, that is AGE is equal to angle GED. Both will be equal to 126 degrees. So we have find our first angle, that is AGE. We have find it 126 degree. We can write here angle AGE is equal to 126 degree. Now next angle GEF, which is GEF. GEF. This one. Now we know that this full angle is 126 degree and the part of it is 90 degrees. So remaining angle will be 126 minus 90. So we can write angle GEF is equal to angle angle GED. First full angle GED minus FED, that is 126 minus 90 is equal to 126 minus 90 is equal to, we got 36 degree. So we got our second angle GEF is equal to 36 degree. Now this is 36 degree. Now we have to find out the angle FGE. Which is FGE? This one. Now we know these are three angles of a triangle and sum of angles of a triangle is 180 degree. We know that sum in triangle. Now we will go in triangle GFE. In triangle GFE, angle G plus angle F plus angle E. Angle G plus angle F plus angle E is equal to 180 degree. So we have to find out angle G. We know angle value of angle F is 90 degree and value of E is 36 degree. So we got sum of these two angles is 126 degree is equal to 180 degree and we got angle G is equal to 180 minus 126, that is equal to 54 degree. The full name of angle G is FGE. E, that is 54. So we can write it, angle FGE is equal to 54 degree. These are the solution of our question. Now in fourth question, in figure, if PQ is parallel to ST, we know that these two lines are parallel, and angle PQR is equal to 110 degree, and angle RST is equal to 130, and find the angle QRS. We have to find out this angle. First of all, we will take a parallel line MN. We have given PQ is parallel to ST. It is given, and angle PQR is equal to 110. We have to find angle QRS, and now we have construction. Draw a parallel line MN to PQ. We have to draw a parallel line MI to PQ. Now what PQ is parallel to? But we know PQ is parallel to ST. So MN will be parallel to also ST. Now we know that both the two angles is equal supplementary angles. So sum of these two angles will be 180 degree. So first angle is our PQR, and second is MRQ. Both is equal to 180 degree. The value of PQR is 110 plus angle MRQ is equal to 180. So value of MRQ is equal to 180 minus 110, that is equal to 70 degree. Similarly, these two angles also supplementary angles, these two angles, these. So sum of angle NRS plus sum of angle RST is equal to 180 degree, and value of NRS is equal to we have to find out, and value of RST is equal to 130 degree. So we will write it as it is, and it is value 130 is equal to 180 degree. Now value of NRS will be equal to 180 minus 130, that is equal to 50 degree. Write it, this angle is 50 degree and this angle is 70 degree. We know sum of angles of a line is 180 degree. We have to find out two angles, only one angle is left. So we will write it, MN is a straight line. So sum of these three angles, first angle was MRQ, angle MRQ, plus second angle was angle QRS, and third angle was SRN is equal to 180 degree. We know angle MRQ is 70. We have to find out angle QRS plus SRN is equal to 50 is equal to 180 degrees. So we have to find out QRS is equal to 180 minus 70 plus 50 is equal to 120. So we have to find out this angle QRS is equal to 60 degree. Students, we have complete our 4 sums of exercise 6.2. Now in this exercise we have done 3 properties. One is a linear pair of angles and opposite pair of angles, and other is major properties that angles between the parallel lines, alternate angle, corresponding angles, and supplementary angles. So students, problem, then tell me in comment. Thank you.